Hello, welcome to day 3 of the 12 Days of Amplify. And what we're doing in this 12-day little short series is amplifying the voices of independent musicians and sharing some of their wins. I feel like it's something that the independent music community can use right now, just sort of seeing what's possible even during a pandemic, even when we are in these crazy times. It is possible to thrive and have positivity as an independent musician. So today we are going to talk to Wanda. I'm going to just bring her on right now to introduce herself. I am so excited. Wanda, you're one of my favorite people in the world, so thanks for being here.
Well, I was just thinking this is probably like number 5 or something that you've interviewed me, so that's pretty great.
Yeah, we've done. You've been in the concert, the
Or
Indicate concert
3, maybe this
series.
is number 4. Yeah.
Yeah, so we've had several chats before, but this is the first time where I just want to talk about what you consider win. Like we say the word win and amplify all the time, which is a monthly membership for motivated musicians. If you are watching, you don't know what that is, and we use the word win like it's like breakfast. Like it's every day. It's like kind of a constant now. So what does that mean to you when you define what you want to have as a win, when you get them? Like, what does that word mean to you? It's such a small little word, but so powerful.
Well, at the moment, win means listening to myself and listening to my subconscious. I was just thinking about the fact that because I took a break from performing since the beginning of November, I have a draft of 42,000 words for a novel that I had started a year ago. And yes, right. And so
Wow.
that to me is probably one of the biggest wins is paying attention to what I actually need. And even though it's tempting to just keep on, because I am a doer person. And so I can get really, yeah, yes, it's shocking, right?
Well,
So I
you're
can
also
really
my
get,
people. I make those faces because it's like gasp. I've never heard of another musician that's a doer too. Like I can't hide.
oh,
I'm the same. So yes, carry on.
well, and I think that's probably one of the things that, when I have other musicians say to me, well, how have you done this, that, it's just like, well, sometimes I don't know exactly, but you have to work. So yes, things will be done. Or, I think back to 2017 when I said to my music producer, well, no, I'm going to have these things done. And when people don't know me, it's like, are you? And it's like, yes, I am going to have these things done. So that's the biggest win in this kind of time right now.
Yeah.
The other big win is that I actually believe I have something of value to offer.
Ooh.
Ah,
A huge one for so many musicians. Like, and what I think there's a really good like measuring stick. I was like, what do you call those old fashioned things? A
yeah,
ruler.
measure,
Uh,
yeah, really.
Look at me like show and tell over here. A really good ruler to decide if you know in your soul you have something worth offering is you're willing to send an email, make a social post, tell someone about this thing without the voices that are related to, well, I don't want to bother them or burden them, because all of those voices are, you think that they're about your marketing strategy, about how many times you're
Mm,
posting or how many emails, but really they're about your own self-worth and what you've created, whether you see value around that. So I know you've been sharing, which makes me think you definitely kick those voices to the curb. And I think that's really huge because it is so common. We know this is so common to not think that we have anything of value and just think that anyone that does buy our stuff is helping us.
yes, that help word. Anyway, we'll just skip right past that.
Yeah.
And the other thing that was a win this month, I think, was really we had a money month last month, which is always a challenging thing. But was just really sit down and look. And, I made twice as much money this year as last year. It's still a small amount of money, but it's double. And because I am in the one of your programs, the email rock your email list, and you had made the comment about, how much money perhaps we can expect. And I figured it out and I'm like, yes, since May, because these people helped me um, produce. So once my album was done, the people on my email list gave me enough money to replicate, like to not replicate isn't the right word, but
Duplications.
to duplications for my
Yeah.
CDs and for the artwork and all of that.
Wow. You got the production costs of your CD covered by
Yeah,
your
I
email
did.
list?
I did. I
Okay,
did.
that's the dream. That's
Yeah.
amazing. Sarah Jelly was on yesterday and she covered her production costs with pre-sales, like before the record even came out. Like I
Well,
love
so I mean, it's
doing
not
that.
like I didn't get the studio stuff covered, but all the stuff after.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
The post-production.
Production,
You got
post-production,
the
yeah.
post-production done. I think that is extraordinary. So congratulate you. And also I want to like not glaze over the double. Like growth is growth. And if you said I made $500 last year and this year I grew at 10% and I made $550 or whatever. Yes.
Right.
Like
Yeah.
we would be celebrating that. Growth is growth. And in Amplify, in this membership that we're all part of, we are in an expansion conversation, and to expand means to take on a new form, which means to let go of our old form, which can be scary and unpredictable, and like to double a growth. Like you think of a snowball this big and then you think of one that's double the size. It's actually quite heavy. It's a different thing, a different piece of matter. It's snowing here and I'm very excited about the snow, so there will be snow analogies all day long. But the double, when you said that and we just glazed over it, this is extraordinary. I'm so excited. I did not know that. And I'm so extraordinarily I'm excited that you also know those numbers.
I do know those numbers. And I also went back and counted how many CDs I sold, because that's what I'm doing for my holiday sale. But I went back and counted how many CDs I sold since 2014. And it was sort of amazing that in my brain, I even forgot the CDs that I had sold in September, because I asked my email list, right, about buying, and they did. And I forgot how many. It wasn't my goal, but I did sell CDs, which was sort of like it was very grounding to get all that together and then just to look back and go, I have been doing this. Because you can negate it so quickly with it should be something else.
Yes. Oh, I mean, honestly, that's the reason I wanted to do this 12-day series, is because if we can share with other musicians out there that aren't in Amplify, like, hey, this is what's possible. And I mean, I am the worst offender. My entire 20s. Yes, I'm not in my 20s anymore. My entire 20s was spent Grammy by 30 or bust. And I tell people in Amplify this all the time. Like my passwords to my bank account, like everything was Grammy by 30, Grammy by 30. And by 30, I had massive panic attacks all year. It was the worst year ever. And it was because I wasn't identifying the progress I had. I was touring all over. I had gotten like 5-figure placements. Like I had been doing some awesome stuff as an indie musician, but none of them were my goal of get a Grammy by 30. So it was like disaster, and I really do think it's one of the reasons why I created this community, and to share wins and then reset goals and only work month to month instead of yes, I love having a big 10-year plan, and I have future goals, but it's no longer just about that goal. And I think that that's so important that you've been able to identify that too. And also, I wanted to say that if you can't see the comments, Rob says 42,000 is a lot of words.
Yes, and I figured out I need 1,293 words per day until Sunday, because that's when I need the 50,000.
Oh my gosh. So well, that being said, I don't want to waste any more time.
No.
I want to hear where do you want people to go right now? How do we become fans of you? And what's the thing that we get to experience that you want to send us to right now?
So right now, until Thursday, there is a sale on $25 for a trilogy of CDs. And you can get that at found.ee/WGG13-8.
Oh my gosh. I'm going to type this in the thing. So we're going to go HTTP and it's www.foundy. I love Foundy. It's a short link. And then WGG 13-8.
Yeah, WGG 13-8.
Okay, found.ee/WGG 13-8. And we're going to put that in there. And that is a bundle of 3 CDs on sale till Thursday. And if you're watching this a little bit later, Thursday, today's the 14th, 15th, 16th, 17th.
17th, yes.
So you got until the 17th. So this is how we go become great fans. We go and we buy that bundle, and maybe we listen to the bundle. And when we're done listening, maybe we gift it, or maybe it's a stocking. Maybe we buy it for a stocking stuffer. Either way, we want to listen to it. We're going to listen to it before we give it to anyone. So maybe you go buy 2 or 3 of them, and they're packaged like you're doing pretty things with them, right? They're like, it's like a nice thing to get in the mail from
It
you.
is. Well, and they're all right behind me in their envelopes. They're ready. They're ready to go.
They're ready to go. They're waiting for you, listeners.
That's
So
right.
now you've got a great stocking stuffer. Juan is an amazing musician. Go listen and get this bundle. It is, it's just a gift. It's a gift, and it's a gift to support musicians that are small business owners. That's what we're doing this season, right? We're supporting small business owners, and that is what we all are in Amplify. We have our small businesses, and this is the product that we've created. So
And it will be coming to you from Canada. I forgot to say.
And that's right. If you couldn't tell from I hear the Canada in your voice more
Oh,
than some of the other Canadians in Amplify. We have a couple Canadians, and I hear it in your.
I guess it's Western Canada. I guess maybe that's it. But yes,
I love that. Well, are there any other wins or anything you want to share to musicians who may not be focusing on their own wins?
Well, you need to focus on your own wins. I just think that just looking every day, I've started a practice that Ann Stott from our group said the other day, that she not only is grateful for 3 things, but she names every morning 3 things that she accomplished the day before. And I just think this is a way to truly track the small steps, because it is so easy not to track the small steps, because there are so many small steps that no one else knows when you are a musician. Of course, other people not doing it don't get all the steps.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, I love that so much. And I love that Anne, who's another member of Amplify, that sharing that to the gratitude practice and noticing what you have already. And then you can say, yes, please, more of that, or making adjustments if it's not what you truly desire, and getting really clear on the data. We talk about data all the time, but gratitude is a form of taking a look at the data. So I absolutely love that. I do have to share you that another member of Amplify, Mike, just showed up. He said he's all sorts of sad to join late to support my pup mate having internet connectivity issues. And we've heard this term now. So 3 days in a row, PUP is the Power Up Pods. It's a small subset of Amplify, your accountability group. And you cross paths with people you probably would never cross paths with, maybe because you're in different genres or locations or whatever, and you come together and you just create strategy and accountability, and you get to share these wins out loud and get better and better at doing it, so it becomes a normal thing, and then you get to keep leveling up from that. You make the extraordinary normal, and then the next extraordinary thing is even more extraordinary. So it's fun.
Well, so I will say that I think I finally understand what Amplify means. I never really got it at first. This month, it's like, oh, I now I get that. I get the amplifying each other in a way that I don't think I quite understood before. So thank you.
Oh,
yeah.
There are lots of meanings for that word. It's a audio word, right? Actual amplifier.
Yeah.
I loved the idea of signal. An amplifier takes a signal in, no matter how small it is, and can make it louder. And that's what I sort of wanted to do with independent musicians, with their voices, with their own mindset, and with their bank accounts, with their fan bases. Like, we can apply, like, take what you got, and no matter how big or small it is, take what you got and let's expand it. So it's just, we're in a constant expansion conversation. And that also includes resting and not being overwhelmed by being in a career that we want to continue to expand. So
totally. Yes.
Well, we are so lucky to have you in this group. You have just this peaceful, calm presence, and it's really lovely, but you're also just inquisitive and curious and willing to do the work, and very self-aware. And I love that you started off this whole conversation with just listening to yourself, being able to pause from performing so that you can write a book. I can't wait to hear more about this. So you are going to be getting to 50,000 words by the end of the week. Is that what I just
said? Yes, that's what I said. Yeah.
Amazing. Yeah. Best of luck with that. And everyone's going to found.ee/WGG13-8 and buying this bundle. The links in all the places already. Buying this bundle of CDs and listening to this extraordinary music and passing it along and becoming a mega fan. Love it.
Oh, I love that. Thank you, Cheryl.
You're welcome. Thank you so much for being here, Wanda. Oh, and for anyone that's listening, I should have done this earlier. And if you are a musician and you're like, oh my gosh, please, I want to be friends with Wanda. How do I get in her world? You join
Oh, yeah.
Amplify. You get in all of our worlds. And there's the link below. You can get on the wait list and or join depending on when you're watching this. So yeah, it's a fun community.
Perfect.
Really cool.
Yes. Oh, it's great. It's so great. It's so good. Community is, I mean, what you've created, and it's just such a reminder of how important community is. Totally. Yeah. There's many, many things I can thank you for, but it is just, yeah. Oh, well, it's not just like that, but yeah, April.
I hear the thank you, and I say you're welcome. It is beyond my pleasure. It really is.
Oh, it's just great.
I am the lucky one, and I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. Thank you for hopping on and sharing all this amazing stuff. I love finding out new things too that I don't have here in the Power Up Pods, but doubling income and writing books, all this fun stuff. So this has been really fun for me to catch up with all of you. So thank you
so much. All righty.
Bye.
See you later. Bye.